Dr. Kyle.
All right, guys, injuries from the game. Austin Mack had a hamstring. He'll be out a few weeks. Sam Schluter had some knee tendonitis. He's day-to-day. We expect to get back in practice this week. E-Man, Armstead, Charlie Warner, Jalen Moore, Curtis Robinson, and Dante Johnson. And possibly Embry. Go ahead, guys.
Kyle, what did you find most useful about the game last night after watching the film compared to the 2 practice sessions that you guys had?
Just giving guys more opportunities. Throwing them out there where things aren't scripted. They don't know what plays are coming, and just see how they do staying out there in the heat of battle for a little bit longer. It's always good to put guys in a game atmosphere because there's always a little bit more pressure with all eyes on them and the film for the whole league and everything, and you like to see how guys handle that.
As far as the backup quarterback position or competition, we've seen Nate Sudfeld, and he's accurate. He's got a high completion percentage in the practices. Do you want him to be pushing the ball down the field more? I mean, what are you looking for from him to do better than he's done?
I think Nate's done a good job. So I don't think that's been the case at all. I think Nate's done a good job, and same as all other plays. You want them to make the right play that you call, depending on the coverage that they see, and based off of how the pass rush is, based off of people beating man coverage, and based about getting the ball to the right spot at the timing of the play. So I thought Nate's had a good camp, and just like all the other quarterbacks, no one's perfect, but trying to do it on every play.
Kyle, how did Spencer Burford and Aaron Banks look yesterday, especially for Spencer, week 1 to week 2? Did you see him make a jump in pass protection?
I want to say just in one certain area, I think, a couple of times that they do better, and then a couple of times they don't. I mean, that's anytime you throw these guys out there that haven't played before, there's a lot to go through, and, you try to limit the ups and downs that they go through during the game. They didn't get to play the whole game, so, they only got the first half. But both of them made some mistakes, and then it was nice to see them both come back and rebound there in the second quarter and do some good things.
Kyle, what are you seeing from Jason Poe? It seems like the undrafted rookie's having a really strong offseason.
He's done a good job. Every time he gets out there and has his opportunities, he makes some good plays. I think you guys, the plays that stick out to him is how physical he is on the edge and stuff when he's pulling and things like that. I think that sticks out to the normal fan. But he's a competitive guy who goes hard every single play. He's been doing that since he's gotten here, and he's given himself a chance to be in the discussion here at the end.
Kyle, can you just talk about what you saw from your rookie running backs, whether it's Ty Davis Price breaking tackles or how well Jordan Mason was able to find the hole?
I thought they all did they all had a couple of good runs where they did break some tackles and create. I thought they also had some holds that they missed where, it's not blocked great, but we got to get at least a yard on a couple of those. So, they all got running skills, so they do some good job. They do good jobs when they get the ball a number of times, but just trying to make them all be complete all-around backs to where they know their assignments and protections, know all the right techniques and the handoffs, know the way to line up in the formations, not having to ask the quarterbacks and stuff like that. And those are things we're constantly trying to work on with all those young backs.
Did you see anything more from Trey Sermon that you wanted to see last night?
No, it's about what I thought. I was glad that he was able to start the game and help us out through that. And didn't last that long, but I took advantage of the plays that he had.
And what are you seeing from Deommodore Lenoir? He's been out there a little bit more since Ambry's been out.
Yeah, I thought, we gave him a lot more reps at the nickelback position, so he was able to stay out there, and I thought he did a good job on that. Made a couple physical tackles, had a good play on third down, that inside wide and go route that they threw. So I thought he had one of his better preseason performances.
I didn't Colton McKivitz play in the game.
What's that?
Why didn't Colton McKivitz suit up?
Just because how much work he got in the week, and right now he's our starting right tackle. So, got him a lot of work, and I plan on him, starting this game on Thursday. So that was kind of the dilemma I was telling you guys about, a lot of that stuff, that just with these games and where they've been put for us with 3 of them in 13 days, we've had to balance all that stuff out.
What does that say about McGlinchey's timeline for coming back?
It just says that he's not healthy right now. I don't think he's going this week, and we're going to test him next week after this. So we'll see how that is, but that doesn't really have to do with Colton. That's just been this deal with all of our starters, and the guys playing with the whole weird schedule that we have.
Okay, 2 more guys.
Kyle, where
with
do
that
things
schedule,
stand
what's your
with
plan?
Charvarius, Mooney, I should say.
Hoping to get him back right after the Houston game.
With your crazy schedule with the guys, how do you plan on measuring that out for the week with practice, and then who's going to suit up for the game on Thursday?
Most of the guys who did dress for this game should be able. We'd like to get in this game. That won't be all of them, but we'd like the starters to be able to. Most of the starters to be able to play in this game, and then when you take the starters out, you got to make sure you have enough guys to finish the game. So they'll continue being the guys who probably started last game.
One more if you have.
Brock Purdy, as far as how he's commanding the huddle, working the play clock, is he ahead of where most rookies in your experience as a quarterback would be?
Yes, I mean Brock was a 4-year starter in the Big Ten, and I think that doesn't get talked about enough how much experience that is for someone. I mean, for him to have that many games under his belt, I mean that's a lot of football, and I know it's college football, but that's still a lot of pressure from a freshman all the way to his senior year. So Brock has played a lot of quarterback, and he's come here and hasn't let the big lights or being around NFL players change that. He's been kind of the same guy that you've seen on tape, and that's allowed him to have a chance to get better.
All right, guys. See you tomorrow.
All right, guys. Thanks.